Hi everyone, it's Linda Esposito from Be Clear with Bronchiectasis, just hopping on to talk about traveling with bronchiectasis and what kinds of equipment to bring so that we can still do our daily airway clearance, something we're all very concerned about. I'm taking a different approach with this trip, so I'm kind of excited about sharing it with you. Last year, my husband and I went to Italy. We went to Florence and we had an apartment there for almost 2 weeks, and then we were in Venice for over a week and had another apartment. So the airway clearance was a bit different in that I had access to a stove and was able to boil, and also to a microwave where I did use these bags for sterilization. But I am not going to have access to all that because for the most part we will be staying in hotels. And we're going to be jumping around a lot, going from Lisbon to Porto to Marrakesh to Fez and back to Marrakesh and back to Lisbon. Anyhow, I'm going to try to pack light. I would say when I went to Italy, I didn't do such a great job. I think I brought 3 aerobicas and 3 cups and plastic container. I mean, it was too much. It was overwhelming to me, quite frankly. But we didn't have to pack and unpack that often, so it worked out. And I also had this little device called a drizzle pot. So it was made out of silicone and expanded, became a pot, like a hot pot. The only problem was it was glitchy. Well, the instructions did not say turn it over and change the voltage. So that's why it was glitchy, and I did have to boil on the stovetop. But you know what? I got everything done. But this year, I'm going to try my best to pack light. I'm following the advice of, her name is Marjorie Cullinan from Yale. She's a respiratory therapist, and she spoke in a webinar that was sponsored by NTM Info and Research. Hi, Amy. Thank you for those wonderful webinars. They're really fantastic. But she was suggesting when traveling, just use a plastic bag and put some alcohol in it, then put your pieces in there, do your thing or just let it go, flip it over a couple times, and almost like you're marinating a piece of chicken, right? And use that technique. So I think I'm going to do that both for soap and water washing as well as for sterilizing. I'm going to bring some little containers. I'm sure I can pick stuff up there, but one's going to have a little dish soap and one is going to have some alcohol, and I'm going to tape them up because I don't want them leaking. And I'm also bringing my Trek. So unfortunately my Umbra, which I totally love, can't make it over there. It doesn't function over in Europe. So I always use my Trek with tubing so that I have a new pack. I'm gonna sterilize everything ahead of time. My two Perry cups, and I have tubing as well. So this is the device I'm using. I'm gonna bring 2 of my aerobicas, and this is going to be my cleaning and sterilizing system. So I will get back to you and let you know if I'm successful. But regardless, I'm going to enjoy myself because truthfully, this is one of the reasons I try to stay my healthiest. So at this point in our lives, we can travel. Okay, take care everyone, be well, bye-bye.